Who's your pick?
Joy. This is a huge game for my Dallas Cowboys, for their season, for their near future. I'll be the first to admit, it's also a very big game for the home team, the Redskins, because they don't want to lose their first two games at home under Jay Gruden, obviously. Betting tide is starting to flow toward the Redskins because they have been bet up to a 3-point favorite after they opened at 2.5. But this is the kind of day where I'm going to use my favorite expression that I've used for 12 years on television. You have to have the courage of your convictions. And I'm about to have it because I've told you for weeks now, I like this Cowboy team. I loved it with Romo, but I still like it with Dak Prescott. And I like this team to win this game simply because it's not playing at Jerry World. I told you this week, I don't like my team playing at home. And I will remind you, my team without Romo last year won only one game. Only one game. Who knew? Matt Castle, you gave me one. At Washington. Beat Kirk Cousins at Washington. The road team in this great rivalry that I've covered many games in, the road team has won the last 5 games in this rivalry. Guess what? As you just pointed out, this one's at Washington. So I really like my Dallas Cowboys if, and this is a big if, they listen to me right now.
Oh, my goodness.
If they listen to my coaching suggestions right now, and I've never said this before, but I believe I could coach this team in this game to a victory in this stadium. Because what happened with D'Angelo Williams the other night in D.C. for the Pittsburgh Steelers? What happened? He ran for 1-4-3. Am I right?
You're right.
Did you see a lot of big gaps in the Redskins' front?
Yep.
Did you see D'Angelo look like a 33-year-old going on 23 years of age? That's what I saw, and that's what my Cowboys must set out to do, but not with the kid that I predicted was going to be Rookie of the Year. It's time to start Alfred Morris, the former Redskin who got pushed out the back door and wound up with the arch-rival Dallas Cowboys. I'm going to say it again. Every time Alfred Morris has touched the ball in the preseason or even in the season opener, which he touched it 7 times and went 35 yards, 5 per carry, he looks really good to me. He looks extraordinarily good because he is so patient and so slippery and so savvy as a veteran back and runs with such authority between the tackles as a veteran back. I'll take him right now over the rookie. I would start him just to say, here, throw him a little bone at DC, stick it down your former team's throat. Then you can bring Ezekiel Elliott in as a change of pace, as a little more powerful back, a little faster back, maybe in the second, in the fourth quarters, or whenever it feels right. But subsequently, you have to let Dak Prescott do something he did only one time last week. He has to be allowed to run the read option, the ride and decide, about 4 times just to keep the Redskins even more on their heels and a little more honest and help to offset what was happening last week when you called it. The Giants just won the point of attack and crushed the best offensive line in football and defeated Ezekiel Elliott time and time again, too often on first down. Now, I've said it again all week. You have to get Dez Bryant involved early with short passes. Couple of hitches, maybe a quick slant, even a wide receiver screen. I don't care. Throw the football and let it touch his hands and let him go punish somebody, maybe Josh Norman, maybe Breland, whoever's on his side. Just let him get in a couple of early licks and feel like he's in the flow. And then later, you can ride and decide and pull the ball back and try to hit Dez deep. And again, they didn't take that many deep shots. He dropped the one in the corner of the end zone. You need to throw 3 or 4 deep balls. But mostly, you need to win time of possession, which they did so effectively against Eli and company. You need to do the 40-20 in time of possession to keep what I'm the first to admit is an average but game defense, but keep it off the field. I respect Kirk Cousins. Sometimes he will throw it to you instead of his own team. Maybe he'll throw a couple to us in this game tomorrow, but on Sunday. But on the bottom line of this game is if they will do it this way, Alfred Morris, big doses, some Dez early, I think they can control the clock and control this football game because I think they're a little better than the Washington Redskins. I'm going to ride with my Cowboys 24-21 at Washington.
I have a little more confidence in Kirk Cousins than you. You tend to think 4 preseason games and 1 regular season game, and now you have Cam Newton waiting behind Tony Romo.
I never said Cam Newton.
Well, you said he was close. I mean, to hear you talk about him, he's close.
I'll tell you what, in poise and intangibles and command, I'll go Cam Newton.
Please stop, please. Now you want the Cowboys to bench Emmitt Smith reincarnated.
I do for this game. I don't want him benched. I just don't want him to start.
Is there a difference between the two, Joy?
You don't need any help with this.
Committee, you know.
I'm just
Thank you. Correct.
You want running back by committee, a guy that the 4th pick in the entire draft. Skip, I think the Dallas Cowboys offensive line, I think they've been reading their press clippings about how great they are. They graded out the highest. This is the best offensive line since the Dallas Cowboys of the mid-'90s. And I haven't seen it lately. You want to run the football. I'm thinking you want to see about 35, 40 rush attempts.
I will go 40. I'll take 40. And 4 or 5 of them should be Dak Prescott's rushing attempts.
If you run the ball 40 times, Dez Bryant is going to lose his mind. You don't want that.
Okay, but
he came close. He was teetering. He was teetering.
There might be 25 other plays, and maybe you throw 15 of those to Dez. I don't know.
But they're check downs.
Yeah.
You get explosive plays by throwing the ball down the field. He's not willing. They're not willing to put him in harm's way by giving him that opportunity. Now, this game is really tailored for what the Redskins can really do. They got guys. They believe in Josh Norman. They believe in Breland. That's why they matched him up and says, okay, well, now we get an opportunity. D'Angelo Hall down in the box because I believe he can take Jason Witten one-on-one. He still has cornerback ability. He can't run as well as he once could, but he can take Jason Witten. You can get the 3rd guy down in the box.
I'm a big fan of D'Angelo's. I will give you that one.
So now we got an 8-man front. I like the matchup with the receivers because nobody really scared. You know, Cole Beasley, your guy, you like him. I'm not that in love with him.
Cole, are you listening? Cole Beasley, you just got called out again by the Hall of Famer Shannon.
Well, you said he was cold slow because he dropped that touchdown.
I did not say that.
Yes,
I did not use that word. He dropped a ball he should have caught and usually does catch.
Now you want curtains. Now I'm going to go to the offensive side of the football.
We won't need the curtains will be on Washington and Washington, like curtains.
Now,
can
I go to the offensive side of the football and talk about Kirk Cousins? You like that? Because I'm going to like this on Sunday. Yeah. Because I believe he will have a bounce-back game. He started that game, he was jittery, Skip. Skipping balls in the dirt, hitting people in their ankles. I like Kirk Cousins. I like Deshaun Jackson. I like Garcon. I like Crowder. I like the matchup. But here's where it's going to cause the most problem, the tight ends. Got tight ends? We got a tight end that can get down the field in a hurry.
Really good.
Whoa. I don't need you to sing praise for my guy.
I'm telling you. I'm
Jordan Reed.
Honest.
We got Jordan Reed. Now Pauls is back.
Yep.
Now Vernon Davis, I mean, you know, sometimes he can be hit or miss. He did catch a big pass, got him down in touchdown, got him in down to the 3-yard line on Monday night. Skip, I'm gonna go way out. I think the Washington team wins by 10 points.
By 10. What's your score?
27-17.
27-17.
And I'm being nice to you.
And you told me a week ago, sitting in that same chair, that Dak Prescott would lay a rookie 4th-round egg last Sunday against the Giants. Am I right about that?
Right.
And he did not. He looked like he had been playing for 3 years. And you know what? That's a fair question.
No, he did not.
Because Jerry Jones keeps saying, and he said it on Colin Cowherd's show yesterday again, Dak Prescott has it. Whatever it is, this kid has it. I told you that in the preseason.
The it is a loss on his resume.
You know what?
That's what it is.
That is fair. But that wasn't his fault because he threw the passes that should have made the L a W. But Dez Bryant came up short,
Cole
And
Beasley
Cole
came
Beasley
up short.
came up small because he's a small
Jason Witten
receiver.
dropped the key play.
Because the sun was definitely
Stop
in his
with the
eyes.
sun,
It was
Skip.
in his eyes. And it's outrageous. In my home park, you can't even pull down the curtains to help the home team? Really? Come on.
So you want them to add curtains
I do.
in a stadium?
Yes. And Jerry said on Colin's show, it's rare that it happens because it was a late afternoon
Skip, you ought
start,
to be
depending on
ashamed
the
of
time
yourself.
of the year. But the sun was in my team's eyes
You
in the
should
fourth
be
quarter.
ashamed of yourself.
Well, it happened. Des dropped one because the sun was in his eyes. Shannon Sharpe would have dropped one because the sun was in his eyes.
Oh, I guess the sun didn't shine in Denver, huh?
Well, I don't know.
At
Not
2
like
o'clock-
this.
at
This
2
is like straight in your eyes.
At
This
2
is-
o'clock
this
in the
is like
afternoon.
baseball bad, center field bad.
Skip, you got to stop with these excuses.
Well,
you making
you
excuses.
saw it?
I saw him drop the pass.
Yeah, because the
It
sun
didn't.
was in
It
his
never
eyes.
dawned on me, what the sun got in his eye. The sun was in the Washington,
Okay.
In the Giants player's
Okay.
eye. Odell Beckham didn't drop a ball.
Okay, but you're using the operative
Victor
word
Cruz didn't drop a pass.
drop, because the sun wasn't in their eyes in the fourth quarter. But the point is, all those passes were highly catchable because they were thrown correctly with the right read at the right place at the right time by the it factor guy, Dak Prescott. The only thing he did not do was close the deal.
So he doesn't
now-
have the clutch gene.
Okay, well, that's not his fault. He has to have some help from receivers who dropped a whole bunch. You just said there's 3 more that they dropped. They dropped 2 potential touchdown passes and 3 in the fourth quarter because the sun was in their eyes, or maybe it wasn't. Maybe they just didn't rise and shine and help the it factor guy. So now, against the arch rival, a pretty good team, you just outlined why they could be a very good team. On the road, it's time to close the deal. And I believe this time he will close the deal. And I believe this time on Monday, you will have to sit there and open your mouth to eat some crow about Dak Prescott.
When they lose on Sunday, what excuse will you come in Monday with?
I've never had an excuse. I just tell the
You
facts. I just say.
You just said the
Did
sun
I not
was in his eye.
recite the facts of what happened last Sunday?
That's what
Everything
they
I said
said.
you agreed with.
Can it be proven?
Can
That
the
sun was in there.
Okay, I didn't even bring up the sun in their eyes on Monday. I did not say it. Jerry
But you-
brought it up
but you-
because everybody else brought it up, and we did it the next day.
Can we stop making excuses
Okay,
for why the
I'm not
Cowboys
making any
lost?
excuses. Did Des Bryant not drop a touchdown pass?
did.
Thank you. Did Cole Beasley in the opening drive not drop what could have been a touchdown pass at the 2-yard
I
line?
have yet to see a game when both teams catch every pass that's thrown.
Okay.
I'm waiting for that day, but I have yet to see it.
Did my rookie 4th-round quarterback throw any interceptions in his opening?
He
sprint?
averaged the 3rd lowest
Doesn't
per
matter.
attempt.
That's what he
Yeah,
should have done.
basically, it's
what
a
he
long
should have
handoff.
done.
Why?
No, that's not right.
If he's
he
the
didn't
guy
do
that
long
you-
handoffs. He threw the ball up the field.
If he's as good as you say he is, why can't he throw the ball down the field?
Everybody thought he was better than most people thought he was going to be last Sunday.
I thought he played like a fourth-round
Okay, that's exactly-
quarterback that did not put the ball in harm's way because the game plan would not allow him to.
Thank you. That was exactly what should have happened, and he kept them in the football game against a team you picked to win the division. It was
And they are.
20-19 because Terrence Williams had brain lock and
Another
didn't run
excuse.
out of bounds.
Another excuse.
It's not an excuse. Everybody saw it. You saw it, and you agreed with it.
No, I didn't
My
agree with it.
kicker, who's the clutchest kicker in pro football, Dan Bailey, had made 56 and a 54-yarder already.
I
You don't
told
think
you.
he could have made a 59-yarder to win the game? I do.
No,
and
I
I
don't
didn't
wa-
get to see it. Is that an excuse?
I
It's
thought
a
you didn't
fact.
like field goal
It's a
kickers.
fact. I hate it, but it's a rule, and it would have helped me in this case.
No. Oh, so now you only like rules that help Skip.
I can't change the rule. I've been trying to change it for 20
So why
years.
you
I've been
keep
arguing
so
against
why
it.
you keep
I accept
lobbying?
what it is.
So why
and
do
you
you
know what?
keep
You know what I
lobbying?
keep saying? If I owned a pro football team, I would draft a kicker high in the first round because
So
he's
now-
going to win and lose a lot of my games.
So now you
That's
want to
what I
own a
would do.
team after wanting to coach the team.
Yes,
Okay, Jerry.
and
so
if
now I'm debating Jerry Jones
Okay,
over here.
I have laid down the law here about how I would game plan for this game. So if I come in
Now
on
you want the
Monday
game
and
plan.
they didn't do any of these things that I said they
It
better
doesn't matter.
do,
I don't care. I don't want no
Yeah.
excuses. I don't
I
care.
got excuses.
No.
Here's what should happen. I just gave you the blueprint. I also gave the Redskins the blueprint, right?
Why do you got to hedge everything? Why do you
I'm not
say what-
hedging anything. I put it out on.
No.
I said 24-21.
No.
How
You-
many people are going to pick Dallas to win this
Whoa.
game? Maybe nobody.
Skip.
Am I right?
Skip. You just said if they don't do what you say and they lose, I got a reason for why they lost.
I got it right here. I got it. And I'm bringing this back in on Monday.
So why do you got to make an excuse?
Because this is the
What
way
if
it should happen.
Okay, let's just say for the sake of argument.
Sometimes I don't trust Scott Linehan, the coordinator. Sometimes I
so
don't.
what happens if they run the ball 40 times and they still lose?
I
Then
was
what?
flat out wrong, and I'll sit right here and say it on Monday. I was wrong about Alfred Morris. I was wrong about Dak Prescott.
You like they let the guy that had it. They let him down again.
You know what? I won't have to do that because I'm going to be right about this.
Kirk Cousins. Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
I like the way he played last whatever it was.
I like that, Kirk.